Alright, hello everybody, Atrip here, welcome. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. We're gonna have a little fun. Snow run here, a little bit of, I don't know, test comparison, I guess. We're on Remoh's test track. We're gonna go through, obviously, you haven't been here because it's all gray, but we're gonna go through this section here. So it looks like we're gonna have a couple mud pits and some rocks. Another little mud pit, and then some tabletop and log sections or some other sections there. If we zoom all the way out, I already went through here, or at least I went through this side. There's three like mud pit basically there. I don't know if they're all the same or they're all different or whatever, but I just went through the first one here. Then it looks like there's going to be a place to pull some trains. I think one of them was dirt, one of them was pavement is what this was. So might have to check that out at some point in time, because I actually haven't even towed the train trailer in base game yet, so I don't even know how to hook up to it or anything. It's a contest. And then over here, same thing, it's another contest, it's another towing thing. One of them was dirt and one of them was uphill. That might have been how this other one was too. Maybe there one's dirt, one's pavement uphill type thing. And then we're gonna come out over here and check this out over here. So I kinda just got a base vanilla truck. Got the Chevy lifted as high as it goes. Biggest tires, probably 38 inch. Every truck has off-road tires. And then I gave it the 5-liter engine. And then we're going to have the Chevy that we've been using, the 1200, whatever it is, jacked up as high as it goes, like 50 some odd inch tires, and then base whatever. And then we got the, I suppose I could change trucks real quick. So we got the C200 here, see how he does. And then we're going to go to, we got the Collab. Figured this would be a good one to compare to the next truck somewhat, because it's large. It's in the off-road section. It's got 4-wheel steering, and this is another truck that's kind of a vanilla truck that you forget how good it is, but you just got to be careful because it's easy to tip over. And then we're going to go back to here to the new mod truck that I got, the Wolf, that I might have actually found a superb truck kind of somewhat on accident. So this one's, I just bought it for the Tumbler Ridge too, but I haven't even used it, so this is going to be a good way to kind of test it out, because as I was going through the mud pit, it's nice because it was kind of close to, it wasn't over the top, it was like kind of like a normal vanilla truck. It got through it kind of with no problem, but someone had to work for it. But this is also in like pretty much total stock formation, and this is cool because it's got, I have a feeling this is gonna be I'm gonna keep this, and this is gonna be a real good mod truck because it's got articulated steering. The steering's in the right spot, so it doesn't make it kind of drive wacky, and it's should be maneuverable. And then as far as add-ons in the back, you can add on almost entirely everything in game, so you can have some of the things like the fuel tanks and stuff will really weigh it down, it looks like, but you can attach everything. The only problem I could see with this one is going to be this large front overhang, but you can get an active suspension in it to raise it up. So that could be a way to get around that. Okay. Oh wow, we can switch all the way back to the Chevy, and then we'll get going down here and see what happens. I already got him in all-wheel drive. I'll pop him in diff lock as soon as we get to the mud, because pretty much every other truck has diff lock always on. So if we're gonna compare it, probably should have I haven't been through here, so I have no idea where we're getting to, or how deep these are gonna be or anything. So let's see how far this guy can make it. So apparently that was nothing for, or shouldn't be anything for anyone. Now we get the rock section that we might have to get creative how we get through here. I can see this one get tripped up immediately. So then you gotta find the fine line between being zoomed up far enough to see what you're doing, but also not too far out where I should say zoom far enough out so you can see what's coming up, but not too far out where you can see what you're doing. So at least in this section, we're definitely not going to take the same path with every truck, necessarily. But we got through it, and looks like we got our choice here now, though. So should we put everyone through the torture and go through the water, or go out on the sidewalk? But I guess this is a test after all, so okay, or not. We'll at least inch into the water with everyone. We can clearly see that he's gonna drown. So we're gonna avoid the water at least. We'll get our feet wet and then we'll go around it. Might be slow going, it looks like. This is thick mud. See if it goes any faster in low gear. It's about the same speed in low gear. Yeah, low gear is probably better. I gotta remember to make sure I'm doing that usually in the low high gear way too much, or pretty much the entire time, all the time. But then you are spinning, and I'm going just as fast now and using less gas probably. Not that the fuel's gonna matter going along here, but in an actual game scenario. So yeah, once again, it's seeming like it's going to be a hats off to Remoh. Looks like it's going to be another really good whatever map, even though this is just a tiny little test map. Like just even down to like the way he puts, I don't know if, I have no idea how to mod, so I don't know if you just kind of say place trees in the world and it places trees, or if you place every one individually yourself. I mean, if that's the case, then even down to like the placements of the trees, it's not like they're all just plopped down in a straight line. They're all kind of intermingled and intermixed and making it look real. That very well could be just, you might just say plop down whatever, oak trees, now plop down fucking ash trees. Oops. Now plop down these trees. Alright, so apparently I can't go in diff-like anymore. So now let's see what we got ahead of us. Looks like a staircase or something, and we got rain, so. Alright, so let's see him fail real quick. Alright, so the Chevy's gonna get tripped up. This guy's gonna get tripped up at the staircase. At least coming at it straight on. Nope. Now should we stop here? Should we keep going? Go around it and go to the next obstacle? So, he failed at the staircase. It's almost like we should just stop. Yeah, we'll stop there until we get the next trick. To continue on with the next set of obstacles. So let's jump in this guy real quick, and this should be child's play. Deflect's already on, so we don't need to worry about that. We already know this section is nothing. Actually, yeah, this one doesn't even matter. We'll just drive through it. This truck is a little OP. And this is, I mean, other than lift the suspension, this is stock. Oop, forgot to get her feet wet. Actually, this seems like a submarine, so. Right through here. This should walk right up it. Tires are bigger than the stairs, so. Do we want to take it easy or take it hard? One first, I guess. This thing just walks over everything. This might, we'll see. These kind of obstacles hang up a lot of trucks. Yeah, bellied up right there. Kind of gotta go at an angle a lot of times. How's this? This is gonna be weird. You don't even have to pick your lines with this thing. Where's that? Did I start the wrong? Yeah, I probably started the wrong way. So we're probably actually supposed to go this way, I guess. Full speed ahead. Well then, should probably get him out of the way at least. Alright, what's strong enough to flip me over? None shall pass. Alright, next up. Let's see what the bandit could do. Once again, yeah, it's already a diff lock, so. That's what I'm saying, most of these trucks are already diff lock it off the get-go, so. Pop this for a Chevy. And these ones I guess will do whatever, just like the last one, auto until it needs it. Same thing in this section, I don't expect anything. On the other hand, might be, and that the next one we're driving the Wolf, you can get all kinds of, not all kinds of, I should say there's not very many, but there's the tires with the tech selection that they do have are kind of rad. You can get some real huge, like, balloon tires too. Almost. That's what I'm saying, this one. And I think it raises the suspension. This one is, you just gotta watch it. You can tip this one pretty easy. So this is one where if you are picking your lines or where you're going, this thing's a pretty good truck. Alright, let's at least get our feet wet, see how deep it's gonna be. Can we make it? We might be able to make it. It's just that in this initial section. Let's try and take the rest of the trucks through the water. Might even be smoother going than the mud anyway. Probably is. It's just deep water. Yeah, this end cap's kind of sweet. One of the DLC trucks. Alright, let's see what happens. So I guess this next section, I don't expect much out of anyone other than the first one, so I almost feel like I started in the right direction, but this thing's, according to that objective, it looks like you're probably supposed to start on this other end. Maybe not. The tires are about as big as the stairs, so. You got it. So let's see if it trips up on the last obstacle. Oh. Oh. Or this one. We might not get past these. as I said, this truck's pretty sweet, so I just walked right over it. No problem. Alright, now. I don't know about this, though. I'm scared of this. Yep. Oh. Oh, you beast. Yeah. Collab, got it. Collab, success. Might as well just drive right over the wolf. Get in the next one, see what this bad boy can do. Alright. I guess we're gonna have to turn the diff lock on this one. See, it's got the steering, but it's kind of in the right part of the truck. It's almost like normal. Well, we only have low gear though, so maybe we'll see how far this guy can get before we diff lock it. Section should be easy. It's got a pretty big front end though. I can see that getting caught on a lot of things. I guess we'll try and stick with it somewhat in the same line we've been doing. See, like for example, like this is going to be super maneuverable. Despite its gigantic size, and there's like a long version of it too. So good, and I wasn't even paying attention. I went through one of the bigger sections. Yeah, let's try going that way. Because there is a big rock right there. I thought I was stuck. Did we already get Big Boy stuck? Might have already failed right off the bat. Got out of it. Let's get going that way. So he does not like rocks. Trucks don't. Now I'm on a terrible line. I'd have to call it on the rock garden with this truck. Found its way through. Pretty impressive. Let's get through this. Yeah, this interior is pretty basic. Got the puppy. Sweet, digging it. And then you can, like I said, you can put pretty much everything through on the rear, so I have it set up with the Tatra sideboard. I guess that's how I'm going to try and use it the first time. Not this one, the one on the Temple Ridge. This one I just threw something on it. Car carrier back there. Alright, see if you can go any further. This is where we'll see if the overhang comes into play. These obstacles. So it's looking like, oh, there you can figure that out. I was about to say this Chevy pickup in this one. And like I said though, this is stock form, so bigger engine, active suspension. Probably will make a pretty world of difference. So I think this is going to be a keeper. Even that, it didn't stop it with the front bumper. This isn't like normal stuff, so normal maps should be able to just plow through. So after we get done here, just before we end this video, we'll pop into the shop with garage, so you can see this truck in the garage, see the tires that you can get, everything else. We'll see what it's called when we go in there, because I can't remember. I never know. Oh, that's awesome. That is sweet. Look at that. I should just end the video right there. That is fantastic. And just think of it if I had active suspension on this. It doesn't look like it's raised it up much, but holy Toledo. That's my articulation. Yeah, you can see the leaf springs on like a pivot. We gotta try and get back on course here, because make it even harder on this thing. This thing is fantastic. This is like a usable Caterpillar. Kind of. Alright, that was glorious. So everyone except for the stock Chevy truck. Now let's recover the garage, because it'll be quicker than driving. So it's the Wolf. The Wolf is what it's called, and it's bloody fantastic. So engines, like see diesel 150, see I got that was the stock engine. A minus. You can go up to 200 horsepower or 240 horsepower. Gearbox, the normal affair, so we don't need to go through those. It has a special. You can get advanced special or fine tune. What is advanced special? Oh, so yeah, we probably should get that because then we can get more than a low gear. And then suspension, you got stock, and then we're gonna have the active, and then tires. This is where the fun comes. So very few options, but the options out of here are good. So you get the stock all terrains. This is what we were using. They don't have off-road tires, so I didn't put off-road tires in this one. It goes straight up to mud, and you got the Tegu-looking tires, but even bigger. 55-inch, look like they might be a little wider. And then you got your off-road tire with chains. Is that the same tire as the special? Yeah, it's the same tires, just chained up with the chains. And then you got this balloon tires. Those look fantastic. We're gonna buy some of those. And then I'm a winch. You got your winch. I didn't even look in here because I don't use winches. You got your winch. 14 meter, 17 meter. Probably offline. 23 and 20 meter. Diff lock engageable. The snorkels are just these guys. And then the frame add-ons. That's where it gets. You got a roof rack. You got a fuel tank on the behind the cab there, which I got. Then you get that crane, this crane, this crane, which looks like it would be overkill. That, so you can get long logs, tiny flatbed, normal size truck flatbed. Then you got the service add-on. Medium, this short logs probably, log carrier, yeah, short. Maintenance add-on, that might be a good setup. It still weighs it down a lot, it looks like though. Then you got metal detector, that looks cool. Vibrator, and then you got your sideboard bed, fuel tank, which looks like it's gonna flip it over. What I got it set up now just to throw something on it. You got another crane, then your typical saddles, then another crane, and then how I have it on timber ridge setup because I think it looks cool. Then you got the sideboard bed, and if you get when you go to paint it, it'll match like the sideboard bed will change colors or whatever paint you're painting the thing. So it doesn't look like it gets exceptionally these are huge. It doesn't raise it up a lot more with the steering, it doesn't look like. I went through the first one last time, so I don't know if they're any different, harder or easier. I didn't really plan on doing this. I was just gonna end it, but as you see what happens with these tires, and so far it's quite a bit easier. So I don't know if that's the tires, the suspension, or each mud pit is different. Probably all different. I probably just took the hardest mud pit right off the bat. It's probably, I'm probably in the medium one now, and that's probably easy. That's probably hard. Because this is much easier than that one so far. But I changed tires and put on the active suspension. Raised it up too. It's not seeming as deep though. So, thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment.